Have you ever wanted to big chop just for the fun of it? I mean, just because you could. You know, today's video is going to be simply about why you should do it now. Why you shouldn't wait till January of 2025. So let's get into it. Number one reason why you should big chop now is because if your hair is damaged, it's not going to get any better. The damage is only going to get worse. It's going to travel, the split ends will travel, the breakage will continue until you get rid of your biggest issue, and that's the damaged hair. You can release it. I promise you, your hair will thrive better without it. It's like a tree that has a vine wrapped around it, sucking some of the nutrients out of it. That tree can't flourish until that vine is removed. So let's get rid of it, honey. Don't be scared. That's just number one reason why a person may choose to go ahead and do the thing, do the big chop. The other reason is you can jumpstart your hair growth journey now. I mean, why are we waiting till January? I know a lot of us wait till January because we got these New Year resolutions and all. We're going to start losing weight. No, let's get into it now. Let's get that head start. By January, you might even have an inch of hair if you start now, depending on how your hair grows. It's a possibility. It is, I promise you. And so by the time you get started in January, by the time you get even an inch, it's March already. So just go ahead and give yourself a head start. That's reason number two. Number three, maybe your lifestyle has gotten more hectic. You've had a baby. You are already dealing with some postpartum shedding. You are under stress, and you just need to simplify your lifestyle. This is one way to buy back your time. I assure you, simplifying your regimen, I got it down to about 8 minutes, even less when it was shorter. But now I'm on a hair growth journey. So your girl is getting a little bit more styling time as a result. But it's all good. That's part of the plan. So number 4 is if you have wanted a new look and you were afraid of how it was going to look on you, maybe you haven't lost the weight that you said you were going to lose before you did this big chop, don't even worry about that. I assure you, when you do the big chop and you see all the face and all the body, it will motivate you. It could. To go ahead and get in the gym, because number one, you're not going to be worried about your hair at this point in time. Your regimen is going to be short, sweet, and simple, and so your concentration can be on what's really most important to you, and that is true self-care. Your health is your wealth, so healthy hair is great, but healthy bodies is even better, isn't it? So number 5, you really admire, and this is personal, you admire those short pixie cuts, but you're not willing to get a relaxer to experience that life again, because you already know what that's going to look like down the road for you personally. So the closest that you can get to a pixie cut is a big chop. And the reason why I say that is because you can play around with a lot of products that can kind of give you that same pixie look. I mean, you are going to just see face when you do a pixie natural cut. And of course, you can always go to someone that can mold that hair down and give you a nice pixie for the day. But just be careful with the heat so you don't end up with a permanent pixie cut, straight haircut rather. And so that's one of the things that I've always loved about short hair. It just gives you that chicness. You can rock it, and I can still have that same effect of a pixie cut in a natural way. So Number 6. This is one of my favorite. When I go really, really short, which I've big chopped at least 6 or 7 times at the very least, I always go big and bold and blonde. So I get to explore color in ways that I did it when I had longer hair, but platinum, I didn't touch that. So when you have shorter hair, you can, and you're not worried about trying to grow out your hair, you can explore all the fun colors, because eventually you're going to cut that hair off and you're going to start your journey over again if you are looking to grow longer hair. Because let's face it, bleaching hair every 3-4 weeks is it's not conducive to growing out long hair. So if you want to have fun and you want to try those extreme colors that you've never done before, go ahead and do a big chop. Do it now. Don't wait. Finally, the last reason why you want to big chop now is because you feel an overwhelming need to release, to start over. Let me explain that just a little bit more. Sometimes, and I have seen it happen in my chair, there is a lot of emotional baggage that is related to the hair that you currently have. And sometimes, in order to really move and to shift in your life, for us as women, we gain comfort sometimes in releasing hair and just feeling that razor or the shears over your head, and it's almost like a rebirthing. It's a very spiritual or emotional feeling that I get. And if I'm really weighed down in life and sometimes I just can't deal with certain things, the first thing I'm going to do is probably go chop my hair. And as it has been said by Coco Chanel, when a woman cuts her hair, she's about to change her life. And so if any of those reasons resonate with you, let me know. And you may have another reason why big chopping right now before the end of the year is something that you may consider to do. So I hope you have a good one, and thank you again for visiting me here on this channel. Oh, just a little bit of a shameless plug. Yeah, this is what your girl is taking now. Mishka, she's growing so good. And it's because I am not only taking care of the outside of my hair, but I'm taking care of the inside of my body. So, Black Girl Vitamins has it down pat. I am loving my vitamin D3 because without those things on board, your vitamin D levels, you need to have your thyroid checked, you need all of these things. Because your girl was tired. And sometimes you can have a lot of hair thinning when you are not taking your vitamin D, because I know as a Black woman, you've been told that you got low vitamin D. So let's get it. 20% off if you want to try it. Inside and the outside, honey. That's what self-care is more about. Inside, and of course, we're going to take care of the outside. But I just wanted to see if you wanted a little help to do it, because that's what your girl is doing. And Mishka, she's flourishing, if I say so myself.